Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be breaking down my remix of Major Lazer's Lean On that I did for Skio.com. I had to do this one pretty quick because I knew there was a limit, so we did it in about 2 days of work. So, pretty quick. But there's not a lot to the track, but everything in it sounds really good, so I want to show you. There's a lot of automation that's going on, so let's check it out. Before we watch, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, everything to this video. And if you'd like me to produce your song, then comment below. Alright, here we go. So here's the track. Let's start off with this intro. So there's this synth right here, which is a CRM synth, is kind of one of the main things that is making up this track. When I first started it, the original tempo I believe is something around 90. And I turned it up to 110 because I knew I wanted something a little faster with some more energy, kind of like a dance track. But it was just kind of like bleh. It sounded nice for like a chill track, but it was like, if I'm going to submit this for a remix contest, then I want something with some energy. So I bumped it up to 120 and then it really started feeling right. So this thing right here is just kind of one of the main parts. This step sequencer right here, if you can see that, is affecting the cutoff, I believe. I believe this is a preset that I got from Splice. Then I have this new free plugin. This is free, so check it out. By Universal Audio, I believe. It's not wanting to load. But Verve, it just gives it some analog warmth. I'm adding some drive. You'll see later I automate some of the drive. I have a kickstart on here to duck it out of the way from the kick. Some spread so that it's really wide. Actually, that's not doing anything right now. But it does, I think I automate it. And then let's keep moving on, then I'll show you automation on that. Next thing we have is a bass. This is a CRM patch that I got from Splice also. Then I have a channel EQ. You'll see here that I am automating the low pass filter. This is just taking out some low mids. So as it goes into the verse, it cuts out some of the lows. Now there's still a little bit there, but a lot is cut out. Then it automates during different parts of the song. Like obviously during the drop, it's going to have no cutting because you want as many lows as possible. Well, I guess I shouldn't say as many as possible. Next thing we got is this little percussion loop. I'm filtering out the lows and the highs, and this right here was that little knock that was just kind of sticking out too much. Pulled that out. And that's pretty much it for the intro. So let's hear what the intro sounds like all the time. Then you're going to see that I'm automating the low cut, like I showed on the bass, and the filter on the this patch. If you look right here, I did a lot of automating. So here, it's going to cut back a little bit. Let's hear it. And then it kind of chills out. So I used a lot of automation on this track because I only have like 35 tracks, which is not too much for something that's busy. All right, let's move on to the verse. Let's zoom out. So I add in this little pad patch. It has some nice lows and some nice high-end trickly stuff. Thanks to this comb filter. I think just have a low cut on this, cutting out some of the highs. Another cool thing that I have in here is this little, like a noise thing. It's just kind of making some sounds. It adds a little percussion layer. I'm adding some reverb to that. We got the bass still going, the drums still going, and this is when the vocal comes in.
Do you recall not long ago when you were
So you hear it sped up, obviously. I think there's I just added a little reverb, a little drive to this, I think. Or no, compression. Barely any. Alright, now I got some effects here, just some samples from Splice. Next thing I have... Oh, this lead, this is kind of just a melody that's happening. There's a Valhalla reverb on it. This is a Serum patch, I think. I used a lot of Serum because I wanted more modern sounds, very digital sounds. Then there's the bass keeps going. You'll hear that the bass... Let's check out this automation. Let's go back a bit. So it's really thin right now because there's a lot of lows cut out, but then you see it starts to go away. And then it's in for this chorus. But this chorus also functions as a build-up to the drop. So obviously I don't want that much bass going into my drop. I want to cut some so that the drop feels bigger. So I start to cut some out. And then when the drop hits, it's all out. We'll get to that. Next thing I have is build-up. This is just a splice sample, I think. Just cut out some of those from that. Then we have this right here. This little chord sample is kind of... I was going in a certain direction, but it just wasn't really feeling right. Didn't have much energy, and I found this. And this is what really kind of brought the track alive. So I have this EQ that's cutting out some lows and highs, and you'll notice when the drop hits that it turns off. So very rhythmic, gives lots of energy. I think this turns down in volume maybe low. And then it turns off, so it's a little bit, has more high end and more low end. Let's see what the automation is doing. Yeah, so it just cuts back just the tiniest bit so that when the drop hits, it's louder. And also the low cut turns up, so that more lows are cut as the build-up happens. So let's hear all of this. The other thing I have is just the regular vocals from the song. They're not doing too much. I think I took out some of the vocals. I don't know. That wasn't supposed to be. Sweet. So that happens. Now let's look at the drop. We have this kick and snare. It's a bit of a warmer kick and just kind of a chill snare. Then we have the same percussion loop that was in before. And then, of course, the hi-hats. And that's kind of it for the main part of the drums. There's some other things that come in. But we, of course, have our bass. Same one as before. This is the same little sequence that was in the intro. And then we also have some tremolo chords, because I kind of wanted to give it that stutter house feel. So I have, let's see, this is a Prophet synth. I have some spread on it so that it's really wide. Actually, I have lots. The tremolo, which is obviously giving it the main stutter house sound. Kickstart, so duck it out of the way. And a low cut. This happens in all the drops and then verse 2. Next up, we have the same with this, of course, that we have back. this one right here is just another tremolo to go with that tremolo chords. Next up, then we have this flute, which is something that I think really gives the drop character and kind of sets it apart from other Stutter House tracks. Let's see, we have compressor, tremolo, kickstart, EQ. Alright, so let's hear the drop all together. I think that's everything. Oh, the only other thing is we have this little fill section where the original synth, the original chords come in, and then some other things duck out, and some things get filtered just during that one bar. But let's hear it. And then everything just kind of gets filtered out and some stuff taken away. So we just have the tremolo chords, the main sequence, the bass, some of the drums, and the vocals. And then just kind of ripping for the verse. Then you'll notice it cuts out on one beat. That's pretty much it for this verse. It just sounds good. And then similar build-up, except we keep the kick going the whole time just to keep that energy moving. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. I think I'm adding this little arpeggiator during this drop, and also this, a little lead there just to add something. Let's see, we also, you'll see we automate, so we have this another extra measure that's different. Let's see what that is. And then right here, that's just the same sound, just a phaser added to it. This right here is going to turn on. And a few other things change, like spread. I think that's right. Just same sound. That's one thing with this track. I automated a ton, so I didn't need a ton of tracks, but it was interesting, and the sound has changed and evolved and breathed, and new sections came. There's a bridge section, but it didn't really fit with what I was doing, so I just decided to do another chorus and then another drop, and then that's it. So this one has the same bass and two new arpeggiators. Well, the one that was just in the drop. Oh, let's hear those. And then this little lead, the bass. I think I turned up the reverb on the vocals. Back to the build-up. Then these arpeggiators are added to this drop, just to add a little extra texture and bring it up to the next level. Other than that, I kind of think this drop is similar to the other ones. Just some vocal stuff, and then you'll see we have a drum outro, and that's it. Alright, that's everything that's in the song. Thanks for watching. Check out the video with the full song on my YouTube channel. And other than that, please like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.